Yeah, my brother's here for so I had to drive him around to a few places. He had a meeting with this one law firm, and then for the afternoon he had a meeting at the State Department. So we got to tour the State Department and learn about it, all that good stuff. So there was a lot of driving around, and then my boss was like, "Hey, when are you coming back to work?"
Yeah. At least it's like good busy though, like kind of doing some cool stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Hopefully, we can talk about how to move this call on another day.
Yes, that was definitely on. We were talking about that previously, and yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we've started.
Oh God, what happened?
What's going on?
I do not know.
She just got dropped. We're still being recorded though. It's like it's crazy how like this is like the most unbelievable technology. It just has so many glitches though.
True.
Yeah.
Like sweet, start on time now. So what are you doing this weekend, Rachel?
Well, I was supposed
Hey.
to.
Okay, so I'm. It's on live. My computer is acting up, and it's been acting up for the past few times. But it looks like we're live anyway, so I think I'm just going to use my phone for now. So we can kind of move along. Okay. Great. So, the first item is introductions. So the first new person that we have here is Rachel. So if you want to kind of introduce yourself, tell people what you do.
Okay, hi, I'm Rachel. I guess I'm a grant writer? I don't know. I've been doing a lot of fundraising for the AWARE program, so that's mostly what I've been focusing on.
Very cool, very cool. I'm Priyanka, so I do the grant writing for the operating expenses and for Christmas wishes.
Cool. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too as well. All right, Sam?
Oh, well, I've met Rachel in person, but my name is Sam, and I work for the school supplies program. I'm a grant writer as well. Yeah.
And then Matt?
Yeah, so I'm Matt. I work with Rachel on Aware. Again, I think my title is grant writer, but I find myself doing way more than that, so no complaints. But yeah, grant writer title, working on Aware.
All right, cool. So, welcome. The next item is the minutes and adopting the minutes from the last meeting. And so what we usually do is we kind of tick off the things that were action items from the last meeting. So our action items from last meeting were, actually a lot of it was feedback on basically, I'm sure, what you all have struggled with at some point or other, but a lot of it had to do with, many grant-giving orgs require a lot of different things, and if we don't have everything, then when we do send, it's almost like they're not going to consider us. It's almost like we're wasting our time. There was another concern that we are applying to so many organizations but don't get responses, or they're not very many positive responses. And so the way that we kind of counteracted that was to get an org to send us something, or to take more interest, or to get a personal name, and to find someone more personally versus targeting large corporations that don't really have a name associated with them. We also discussed how to follow up effectively. We did talk about creating a folder on the share drive with all the items we would need for sending in terms of when organizations asks us for additional items, these are things like nonprofit status, bios of people, annual report, proposal letter, IRS 990, and Victor usually handles that information. But these are things that, if we could have them in one place, both on Trello and on the shared drive, they'd be really helpful for people who need those items to be able to access pretty quickly. We also talked about quality over quantity, and accomplishing two things with effective follow-up. One is effectively following up, so reaching out multiple times, going back through all our applications, being more efficient in terms of finding contact information as well. So we had talked about how on Trello, while we do record some of the organization names,